Oh, so they want to pretend to be your friend now, huh? They want to act like they've known you for a while. They want to act like, oh, you go way back with this person. Oh, you and me, oh, we go way back, huh? Who are you again? I remember the vibes were not so good last time we talked, but now they want to know what you're up to because they're starting to see the value that you truly bring. You were on the winning team the whole time. It just took a lot of losses to know that you now know and understand what it's like to win now because you know what it's like to lose. You know what you need to do to not lose. So then when you start actually changing your behavior to start winning, oh, now the people that were, so materialistically satisfied, they didn't really believe in you. They didn't really want what was best for you the whole time anyway. But now, oh, oh. So it's going to be like that, huh? We're going to sit here and you're going to pretend like we're buddies. Man, this happened to me recently with a few different kinds of people actually, but one in particular who kicked me when I was down over a couple years ago. This was at the beginning point of my transition into my more sophisticated, disciplined, rigorous regimen lifestyle. And I made the mistake at the time to tell this person what my goals were. This is something that I knew not to do because I'd learned in the past that it's important not to tell people what exactly you're up to. But I thought I could trust this person. No, couldn't trust them, turned out. And they kicked me when I was down and they used what I told them against me. And they started trying to spread my business out and about. And it wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. Didn't paint me in a good light. But now, here I am. And I've accomplished those things. Oh, how's that thing you were working on? Oh, it's done. Wait, you actually did it? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah. What were the results like? Oh, well, what car are you driving now? Well, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? Man, these people are never going to be satisfied. They're never going to be satisfied. And it was just about a few months after that when I realized, well, when I first started talking to this person about the goals and such, and then they had revealed their true colors, it was a few months after that where I made the oath to myself, okay, I'm not going to tell anybody about my personal business ever again unless I know that they're on the same team as me. I'm not going to close my heart. I'm not going to stay bitter or resentful, but I'm going to keep my heart open, but I'm also going to guard my heart. It's not that I'm heartless. It's just that I want to have my heart used less. That's really what it comes down to. And so anyway, now this person wants to be back in my life now that they're seeing the results. They're seeing my physique change. They're seeing all these things about me changing. I've got that semen retention glow going on. And, praise be to God. That's who I have in my life to be thankful for. I'm with God. What team are you on? What God do you worship? These people don't worship God. They don't worship the Most High. Everybody worships something, right? Everybody worships something, but these people that want to come back into your life after seeing your value now, nah. And here's something that I've learned about creating value. It's that you don't really have to work hard 1,000% of the, like, be 1,000% all the time. You don't have to necessarily be all the way in all the time. Now, of course, this is life, right? So you're not getting out alive. Don't know if anybody ever told you that, but that is the case. So none of us are getting out of this life alive, which means by default we're kind of already all in. Now it's just a matter of how to strategize your thoughts and your actions to get the most and be the best version of yourself, to extract the most potential out of your soul that you can, so that you can give something back to the world. You know, a lot of the times you're just going to have to be doing what you need to do. You're just going to have to keep doing what you need to do to thrive on your own. And a lot of the times people may not make sense of it, you know, like this guy did a couple years ago. Now all of a sudden, oh, yeah, we're friends. We go way back. Hey, and calling me my name and everything. Like, bro, I literally don't remember who you are anymore. I remember the feelings that were there, but I don't know your name. You're forgotten. And there's a reason for it. When these people try to pop back up into your life, it's like the devil is trying to, it's like the devil's trying to come back through these people. Like the devil's trying to be used as a vessel for these people. Because here's the thing. They're putting out the words of love and respect and admiration and all that. But when you actually feel it, you don't feel like this is what they're supposedly claiming it is. So these people do not have your best interest in heart. They do not have your best interest in heart, and they absolutely want you to stay focused on them. Because when you're staying focused on them, you're being distracted from your actual purpose and what you're actually doing. But here's the thing. People that don't give up are willing to go as much, and they're willing to just go the distance. They're going to do as much as they can to get to where they need to be. And yeah, you're not going to be able to put 1,000% of your effort into this life all the time. But what you can do is you can do what you can with the time that you have. Obviously, you have a certain amount of hours you're going to have to spend a day, or even a certain amount of days per week you're going to have to spend working. And if you're not working for yourself, right? So obviously there's going to have to be some kind of cash flow, which is exactly what I'm doing now. That's exactly my strategy. I have my day job and I like it. I enjoy it. But of course, my YouTube channel, my business, Regal Change Academy, all of these things, my consultations, these are the things that bring me meaning. And I was thinking last night before I went to bed, and I was praying. And I was praying for discernment and for all of those people that I've been working with to receive the insight, wisdom, and joy and abundance to their life. And for God to use me as a vessel to give them that kind of inspiration to do so and to claim it, to claim what's theirs. Because here's the thing, if you're this far in the video right now, what you'll know as an individual that is of the Most High, that is of Israel, that follows God, that is righteous, you know that your hard work will not go unnoticed by God in one way or another. And your compassion is the biggest gift that God can give you. Why? Because in that compassion are an abundance of blessings that come your way. And I have experienced this with everybody that I've worked with. And everybody that I've worked with in my consultations and everything like that, and just reaching out to people in the comment section, it really gives me motivation to keep going and doing better as well. And it's good to know that there are people in this world that are going through things to make their lives better. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help. Genuinely help. And I'm here to cultivate deep relationships. I'm here to be honest and trustworthy. I'm here to be a loyal servant of God. I'm here to be committed. I'm here to show up. And all of those people that are watching this video right now, if you're doing these things for yourself as well, you're going to have people around you start to see the value in you. In my community, over the just the past few months especially, but especially in the last year, in retrospect, it is like night and day. It is a night and day difference. And it's beautiful. It's amazing to see the hard work actually pay off. It's amazing to know that God will reward you when you actually work hard and you do your due diligence. Sure, there's always room for improvement. And honestly, thank God for that. But now I'm on my path where I know that the life that I'm currently living is exactly the way that I created it to be. And boy, oh boy, is there no better feeling than that. There's no better feeling than waking up in the morning when I get to go to the gym. And I say I get to go to the gym because I do think that that's like, I get to do that. And there are people in the world that are paralyzed. There are people in the world that are not able to do the things that I can do at the gym. I can do jumping pull-ups. The first time that I was able to do jumping pull-ups, I was in shock of myself. Because here's this guy that was nearly 200 pounds at one point, being able to do jumping pull-ups. Wow. Like, just thinking about the work that you've put into yourself. And I'm sure you guys have felt this when you just look back on your life and you really reflect and you're like, damn, I was in a bad place. But I got myself out of that bad place. I crawled through hell. I had blood, sweat, and tears to get to where I am now. And people now, they're not going to see that blood, sweat, and tears that you had to go through. They're not going to see it. But they are going to see the results. Absolutely, they're going to see that result. Just like this guy that's trying to come back now. Oh, yeah, like, hey, how's it going now? Get the fuck out of here, man. Who are you again? Man, buzz off. And here's the thing. This guy was older too. Like, he was an older, like, and I don't mean old as in like old, but he was in his 50s. He is in his 50s, but it just goes to show that even people that are stupid get old, guys. And even people that want to continue to take and extract from you get old. You got to be careful with these takers out here. A lot of people want to just take from you. They want to take your value. They don't want to earn it. They don't want to earn what they have to give out of themselves. They don't have that inner resilience. They don't have that stoicism. They don't have that boldness. They don't have that actual want to go out and claim what's theirs. by putting in the effort. They just want to take it from somebody that's already put in the work. And do not let them do that. Do not let them do that. Just go about your business. Stay low key if you need to. In fact, that would be the most beneficial thing I think you could do in these kinds of situations, is to stay low key, continue to go about your business, and just live your life. This is your time, ladies and gentlemen. This is your time. This is not a time for anybody else to claim what's actually yours, because you're the one that claimed it. You're the one that put in the work. They don't get to claim shit. They don't get to claim any of yours, because you put in the work to earn it. You have that value. You have something of value to give. You have something of value to offer. And people around you are going to notice it. Good and not so good kinds of people. And so when you meet someone that is in a good situation, that has their head on straight, you have to capitalize on this. Capitalize on it immediately, because there are not so many people like that in the world. And honestly, that's why I don't take a lot of relationships with women seriously anymore. Actually, at all, really. It's because I haven't seen anything to really make this person stand out. Like, yes, these women out here, just as much as the men, really, but I'm speaking from the male experience. A lot of the times you think to yourself, men, and I know because I thought this way as well when I was a fucking beta male. It's like, well, is she gonna, like, did I say the right thing? Do I actually have something to give? Like, do I have, bro? Have you ever noticed that most of the women in our society actually extract more value than they create? And I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm saying this because it's true. Literally, like 70 to 80% of the debt that we have in our society is caused by females. Females are more of the consumers than men, for sure. And yet, yes, men make more money. So obviously the money has to go, like, the money's going somewhere. The money's going somewhere. Someone's not getting their fill. Men. Someone's not getting their fill. Make sure that if you have something of value, that this woman in front of you has something to value too. Is she actually pure? Is she actually innocent? In this day and age, probably not. But there are women out there. I know because I've met them. Yes, they were married when I met them, but I was meeting them with their husbands there because I had contact with their husbands and I was introduced to their wife via business. Like, there was a business event happening. And that's how I met this guy's wife. And she was one of the most feminine women I've ever met in my life. And I'll tell you one thing right now, man. When you are in the presence of a feminine woman, it's like, it is so night and day. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable the difference between a true traditional masculine man and a true traditional masculine woman. Like, those two, when you're in the presence of those kinds of people, wow. Like, there is a definite change of temperature in the room just because they're actually true to themselves. They command respect just because of who they are. And that's what this guy and this woman was like. And this woman was very feminine. You know, she had the whole dress, like she was wearing a dress, had her long hair resting on her shoulders. She was fit, but she wasn't she wasn't revealing. You know, she was just a traditional good woman that was very friendly and kind, and she made her man look good. That's what a lot of these women, I don't think a woman has ever asked herself, how can I make my man look good? At least most modern women. Like, that's how you bring value as a woman, is how you make your man look good. That sounds silly, but it's true. Because the guy's going to look awesome, and you're going to look like you got it going on. Because who wouldn't want that? Like, who wouldn't want that kind of woman? Who wouldn't want that? And then as a man, the way that you provide value, you're actually creating a space that you can provide and protect. And it comes from the internal. It's not necessarily external, even though the external is a highly influential factor of that. It's all about what you can bring internally to the situation, because you're actually implementing your will and putting it into the world as a representation of your will as well. So don't let these people that want to just extract the value and take the value, don't let them do it. You deserve better than that. And with that being said, peace be with you. Till next time.